We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey guys, Ace Maverick here. Welcome to one of my most hyped up to film videos, and that's the Freddy's Mashup multiplayer tier list. If you don't know, a tier list is basically a ranking system. S is like top of the top. A, B, C in my opinion is average. D, and then F is like, in this case, F is probably garbage, not as good. I don't know. I'll go with the flow. And then not added yet. You can add any more if you want to a tier list, because some of these characters are here, but they're not in the game yet. So let's dive in. I have over 20 guard wins. I'm still trying to get better with guard. I'm always looking to improve. I am going as fair as I can for both sides. So I think I'm going, how good are they? I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, Animatronics tier list, and then maybe versus the guard. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with how good the character is. So Freddy Fazbear, and this is, the date is June 21st, 2024. So if there's any updates, I'll probably wait for like a ton of updates, like probably around the Phantom rework. I may do, update the tier list. So I'll wait till there's a lot of changes and I'll come back. So Freddy Fazbear, I've been hearing some stuff that they're gonna change with him. Like when he's at the door, he's gonna knock, and after every like 10 seconds he knocks and it drains your power. It's pretty crazy, but we're going with right now. He's pretty good to have on the team. He's like B tier. He is the, you ever hear that the tail of the snail that's so slow, but it's coming to you, and when it touches you, you're dead? I don't know if you ever heard that kind of, I don't know, analogy story. I don't know. It's a thing you hear. That's what he is. He's like an impending doom, kind of like another character we'll get to. I think he's good, even against a good guard. He's not, top, but he could be a solid pick, especially if some guards do that strategy where they wait 10 seconds. If you pick Freddy quick, you can get some free distance on the guard. And then once you're there, if you play Freddy right, you go to the right door, the right hall, shuts it for the entire night. That could be good or bad. It depends on your team. But because of that fact, he can drain one door for free. Easy. And if it comes really close and the guard does lose power, Freddy is the fastest in the game when the power goes out, and he could just boom, just in case if the guard is like really close, runs out of power, boom, Freddy can get that kill. So B tier. Bonnie, he can get some plays. He can get some good guards, because especially it kind of sucks because you can kind of pick some of these characters late game. That's what kind of sucks. I wish at 2 a.m. no one knew. Don't add no one new, because I think it's kind of broken, especially if you pick Puppet and some other characters. You pick them late, it's like, oh, I gotta adjust everything, and screws my flow up. But with Bonnie, sometimes he can get a guard at the start, even a good guard, because if you get lucky with that teleport, boom, he's really close. If guard doesn't pay, he's kind of slow, but if guard doesn't pay attention, boom, you can really sneak up on a guard because of that teleport. Yeah, he ain't average because of the teleport, but he is kind of slow, in my opinion. But I'll still give him B tier. Not much else to say with him. Chica, I put it average for now. I may move some throughout. I just want to put her there for now. Once the music box goes 85 and down, she goes faster. It's pretty good speed. I like her speed. I do like her over Bonnie personally. But that's it. There's nothing else with her. But that's like, the speed is not bad. I don't think she gets slowed down too much like Bonnie does. When she's in that red line penalty. And then with the guard, when I pick Chica, guards don't really, I think guards just let it happen. They don't care about the speed boost if Puppet's not in the game. I never see a guard, let's say Chica's the only one where the music box has to be in effect for the guard. I never see anyone just prioritize the box just because Chica's in the game. I never see that, so it's kind of like a free speed boost. But I think B tier's fair for now. Foxy, I want to say A tier because he gets kills. He gets even the best guards. He gets me. I see him get some of the best guards. Seriously, this dude can sneak up on you. You may have to get his timing down, but like, he has good speed. Though he can only enter one of the halls, which is the left hall, guard's left hall. If your team keeps going left hall, like, you know, Nightmare Fredbear and some other characters, if they choose to just go left hall, you can get screwed, but you get to click the button and go when you want to go, which I should have said this at the start, but if you want to learn any of these guys, I have an entire how to play series. I cover every character, so if you want to check that out. With Foxy, you know, you're not forced to leave. You could stay there, but if people keep staying in that hall, you're kind of screwed. But because of his speed, he doesn't get that slowdown penalty. In the right hands with the right team, I want to say A tier, just because he gets kills. Like, you may think, yeah, he's it's pretty simplistic, but no, I just see him get kills, and he could surprise the guard. Okay, this is gonna probably be the first, maybe there's already controversial in some of these picks with you guys, but this is my tier list, and I respect all opinions. Okay, probably D tier because of one combo can save him. And this is Golden Freddy. I almost want to say F tier. He alone can do. He is just nothing. You could distract with the hall posters, but some good guards, it's like, I don't even care. Keep the speed boost. I don't care about you. The only way he's good is if you combo him with some of the mask animatronics. So the guard has to make a decision. Do they flip cams or do they put the camera or the mask on? Either way, someone's going to gain a bit of exposure. But even with that combo, I'll put him in F tier. Because for some reason, his exposure meter goes down. I remember Mangles used to go down. It's like these guys, all the mask animatronics go down but him with their exposure meter. So I wonder why. Is it because the mask combo? He'll be unstoppable? I'm not sure. I'll share a little update that they've been tossing around in the Discord server for this game. They have been saying that he can go in the middle hall. Doesn't change much. Some guards are psychic. I mean, I've played Golden Freddy and some of the guards shut the door. It's like, what? How do you know? Because you're invisible when you play this guy until you get into the office. But it's like, it's like they knew I was about to enter the office. If he can go middle hall, then just go mid. Just keep going. But yeah, left and right, you can get stopped. But it's like, who cares? Who cares? I think he's F tier. I'm putting F tier for now. Needs a buff. Endo 1. Has some cool skins. I'll give him that. I don't play him too much, but I give him a fair shake. He can be... He's like C, B tier. I don't know where to put him. C? Well, I guess I'm saying at their best potential with maybe with their team, with a good team maybe. So I guess B tier. With him, you have to enter when the guard has the mask on. So you got to team up with any mask animatronic. So that's, and if you have no mask animatronic, good luck, because you're not getting the kill unless the guard accidentally puts the mask on. Which that's how I've actually got kills like that before. The guard was kind of newbie. But with Endo 1, I guess I'll give him B tier. Mainly because of this big thing. I forget who else here can do it on this roster, but he can actually camp if you place yourself right and don't hit that hitbox. You can actually camp in the office, and that's perfect. Guard can't do nothing. I think it's intentional, but you gotta have a mask animatronic on your team. If you don't, this guy's F tier. If there's no mask animatronic, so that kind of hinders him big. But I'll assume you have masks. You know how to camp because of that camping thing, which I think is intentional. I'll give him B tier because of that. That's huge. Speed's decent. He used to, when you send him back, he goes to the far left or far right hall, whatever one he went down. But I've seen him get sent back, and he goes back to the spare parts room. I don't know if that was a bug or if that was a hidden change. I don't know. Anywho, Toy Freddy, they keep changing this dude. They keep changing him. All the mask animatronics are pretty good. Because even against the good guard, you're kind of guaranteed to get a little bit of exposure. And just throughout the night, you build it up, and you'll probably kill him in the late game. But with him, when guards know he's in the game, he's kind of D tier. Once you may surprise at the start, but after that, they're going to pre-mask. And it's kind of over. You stay longer, but that's probably why. Because you can pre-mask. Yeah, I have nothing else to say with him. Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else to say. Pre-mask is a big counter. Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, they're basically the same, except visual, they look different design-wise. All the mask animatronics. They waste time. They force the camera down on the guard. That exposure meter doesn't go down. In my opinion, I think the mask animatronics, they gotta get nerfed or something. I don't know, because I just think, you know, I think it's just too hard. Maybe I gotta get better, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of broken, but my opinion, you no slowdown whatsoever anywhere you go. The only thing, you can't go down the middle. Go in the vents, halls. Exposure meter, you're bound to get some each time you attack, and just, if you play it right, it stacks up later in the night and you'll probably get the kill. It doesn't go down. I just think that, and it's not worth shutting the doors on them, so it's really, I don't know. Because of that, B tier for now. Mangle, so Mangle, she can waste a lot more time, but she's a little slower, and she can go mid hall. She can't go left or right hall, so it's either vents or the middle. I kind of say A tier because she can waste a lot of time, more than the others, and you're not stopped. You just gotta, if you play it right, go in your own time. I think she's better, Mangle. I think I want to say A tier, just because of the time waste, and back then her exposure meter went down. That would have meant like C tier, but now it doesn't. I'm gonna say A tier. Play her right, I think she's good. BBJJ, okay, so BB. See, I like JJ more. JJ is the lights one, right? Or the doors. They're kind of the same. It's just, if you get in, the effect's different. It's getting in that's the challenge. They're pretty slow. I think I'll say C tier because it's really hard to get in. But if you get in, depending on who's on your team, you'll sweep. Good support character. You can't get a kill, sadly, with them. I'm gonna say C tier average, kind of like in the middle, because it really depends if you get in. So I'll say C for now. Okay, Puppet. One of my first videos, Puppet got, the Puppet buff video, playing with the buffed Puppet. Back then I thought he was S tier. Now he's like A or B tier, because I was brand new to the game. He's almost like Freddy in Pending Doom. But I played as Puppet against good guards. I tried to do the best with my Puppet. They still counter me. It's like they don't really care about you until you're at 60 on the music box. And that's actually kind of a good strat to follow. Then care when they're at 60. Because if you come in, put the mask on, boom, wind hecka quick. Which I wish it was like FNAF 2 where you could just hold it instead of going fast. That'd be kind of cool. A bit better too. Hopefully they do that. We'll see. But Puppet, I think Puppet's a good pick to have on your team, kind of like Foxy and Mangle. With Puppet, you're forcing the guard on to look at one camera. Okay, so I guess we are talking about combos and at their best potential. Yeah, even then his thing goes down. I think I'm sticking with where I got. Probably going to have some conflict here, because I'm not fully thinking. But with Puppet, Endo 2, well, maybe S tier. Because if you have Endo 2, Phantom Puppet, it gets really annoying for guard. And freaking mask animatronics? That's tough. I feel like I have to reorder everyone because of that. Do I want to say S tier though? I mean, it can be countered. Flash Phantom Puppet. But then if the masks come at you, it's kind of over. That's why I think mask animatronics are probably S tier. Because if they combo with the right people, you're done. You're done. That's why I think the mask combo is pretty broken. I don't know. They need to do something about the masks. But with Puppet, I think he's a solid pick to have on the team. I've always said that. People disagree. I think he's good. forces the guard to always look at him. You can enter left or right hall. Don't even bother. Just go mid. You cannot be stopped. You can, when the guard's distracted on the camera, if you're in the office, he's right there. You unwind it faster. Plus Endo 2, Phantom Puppet, Mask Animatronics. I think, yeah, S tier. Withered Freddy. He's good, but then he's not good. You have to really time with him. A and average. He's either A or B tier because of how fast that exposure meter goes up. But you have to, it's hard. It depends on the guard. Let's say, I don't know, let's say, you know, there's not too many animatronics that you have to hunt on the camera. And maybe there's a good, decent handful, actually. I guess I'll give him A tier because of how fast that exposure meter goes, but you really have to time it because he's clicked in, a couple seconds. Okay, next spot, he's about to attack next, then attack. You have to time. That's like 10-second. You have to be like a psychic. You look into the future. Okay, now attack, because in the next 10 seconds, he's going to be on the camera. So it's kind of tough, but I'll give him A tier because the exposure meter is quick as heck with the right team. All right, instant S tier. Withered Bonnie. I think he is freaking... He can't be slowed down. He can go either vent. I don't know why I think, because in the actual FNAF 2 game, I think he comes from the middle hall, but he can't do it in this game. I was about to say middle, because in the real game. But this guy cannot be stopped. You can slam a vent on him, but that's like free power. That's why a lot of people, when I first played guard, people were like, this guy's shutting the door on a mask animatronic. It's kind of up to you. So he can't be stopped, but you can waste power. But exposure meter don't go down. He's super fast. I think he needs a nerf or a rework or something. He's just freaking, he's too cracked. I can't believe he's gone so far without a nerf or anything. But can't be stopped. He's like freaking, it's like what they say, the immovable object versus the unstoppable force. This guy's the unstoppable force. You're bound to get a kill sometime in the night. That's with every mask animatronic. That's why I think it's kind of broken. Because you little by little, you're going to gain it. S tier, out of doubt, my opinion. Withered Chica. So I was about to say Bonnie for some reason. Withered Chica. I struggle against her. Sorry if I'm slurring my words. But she is kind of easy to counter. I'm going to say B tier because she can sneak up at times. She can definitely get in there. And then if she's there, guaranteed vent slam for the entire night. And that's good. That's like Freddy. She's got the vents. He's got one of the doors. And then someone else probably got a vent door. That's free power right there. I'm going to say B tier. She ain't average. She is slow, but she can sneak in there. She could definitely sneak. I know she's sneaky. Even though she's loud, she's sneaky. And she has a bug. I think it's still going on. Yes, she makes the voice line. And maybe it's an intentional bug, or it's a buff. But when she enters the vent, every character that enters the vent makes a sound, but not her. So I guess it's just that one voice line. She's in the game, and it's up to you to pay attention. I don't like that. I personally don't like that. Make the vent sound, please. But B tier. Withered Foxy. Definitely average, because, you know, click in the middle. Guaranteed, you know, a little bit of waste power. It's not much, but he's there. He counts. He does a little bit. But that's it. He has that thing where he could go back. I still don't understand. Some people explain it. It's like, why would you do it? Why? I don't know why you do it. He could do his voice line if you want. That's just kind of a flex, I guess, if you want to do it. Yeah, he's almost D tier. I don't know. I'm curious. This is the one I am curious. I mean, I'm curious about every character you guys rank in the comments. I read all comments. I don't care how long your comment is. But let me know on this guy. I'm gonna say D tier. Yeah. I'm gonna say D. D for now. Okay, this is the next when I was talking about Freddy. Say there's another guy in the roster. It's this man who's also an impending doom. Slow snail that's going to touch you and you die. He has 2 attacks. He's basically him. But then he has an addition. His addition is better. He spawned in the hallway. What's cool with him, he's like Withered Foxy, but better. He starts all the way at the back of the middle hall, but slowly comes to the guard. Even against good guards, I have gotten him with the head in the middle of the hall. Because even if you flash him, he saves. It's like a checkpoint. He saves there. Okay, you can spawn again. Okay. So it's like the mask animatronics. He's that impending doom, racking up kind of late game killer. Is going to kill you with exposure, or get closer and closer the later in the night. I think he's B tier. B tier, because even against average good guards, you probably won't get the kill. But he's like, you're definitely a pressure. You definitely pressure the guard. So I say B tier in my opinion. Endo 2. Okay, definitely B tier. But I gotta think. So he can help Puppet. He can help Chica. I didn't really think about that. But again, guards don't really care about Chica too much. And then you can go left, right hall, or the vents, and he has no slowdown penalty. That sounds like someone else. But he's not as fast as Withered Bonnie, I think. Yeah, I'll say A tier. So he's like Withered Bonnie, minus the speed. He still's got good speed. But you can go in the left and right halls too. So I'll say A tier. Pretty solid character. Exposure meter doesn't go down. Again, man, these exposure characters, I think they should go down. Or have a bigger meter to fill or something. I don't know. This is how I feel. And then the shadows. These guys basically play the same, except for Shadow Bonnie. We'll talk about him. They did a shadow buff, pun intended. Shadow buff means like people do a buff, but they don't say nothing in the patch notes, or they don't say nothing about it. But Shadow Freddy, maybe even F tier. No, there's some people that can help him, maybe. Yeah, maybe D tier. Say D tier, maybe F tier. It's tough, because there's some people that can help him. I don't know if he can reach it in time, though. I don't know. I'll say D tier, I guess. But with him, he's like almost C tier. I'm not sure about Shadow Freddy. But with Shadow Bonnie, I've noticed the Shadow buff is like, if you know the recent Phantom Chica buff, same thing. If they flash you, you still get a bit like 2-3 seconds of extra time to reach the guard. Then you're sent back. I forgot if Shadow Freddy has that too. Not sure. I'm gonna say D tier for both for now. I think the highest you could put him is C tier, but even that feels kind of wrong. Anyone that puts him higher, tell me why. Tell me why. Springtrap. He has this buff where I don't know if that's confirmed yet, that placement, but he has this buff where if the oxygen is lowered, he's faster. I haven't really noticed much of a difference with that, so I can't say much. But he has options. His left and right hall is kind of garbage because he's pretty slow. Gets good guards. Cannot get bypassed. You're not going to get it. Left and right vent. He's slow, but he's pretty sneaky, and he's pretty quick in the vents too. Because of options and maybe some plays you can do with other characters, I'm going to say B tier, guaranteed. So we got a lot of B tier characters. So yeah, not much else to say. Okay, Phantom Freddy. When I first played the game, got into it, he was one of my favorites. I like how he's behind the guard. Now there's another character that can be there with him. We'll get to her later. I'll get to her last. But I always thought that was unique. He's the one that's behind the guard in his own little room. And now he got something where he can hide. So he can hide himself. So if the guard flashes, it doesn't count. But the guard can see you. But you get to save there, the point, and then you can come back. And you can do it again, but the cooldown's kind of high. You may not reach that cooldown. And he's still 70 oxygen. Sometimes I've seen he's still 50. So I don't know if that was a bug or I'm not sure. He's pretty easy to counter. say C tier. I think it's a fair average. Phantom Chica. She's kind of good because of her recent buff. I would say B tier, but you need that. You need the other phantoms. So if it's just you, you're kind of But because of that, you know, okay, shut down arcade. You get like 2 to 3 seconds to reach the guard, and you'll usually get it. And you can enter middle hall too. Don't even go left or right hall because you get shut down. It's tough. That buff is really good. Her speed's pretty good too. We'll see. The first attack, you'll probably get it if you play it right. After that, the guard's going to watch you. But it gets a good team with distractions. I think she's pretty good. Yeah, I think she's good. I'll say B tier. Okay, this character you can't even play as. She's freaking bugged. Phantom Mangle. Even if you play her right, I think she's F tier. Can't even play her, but I'll throw that out for now. But even if you can, even when I play her at her best, when, you know, there's mask animatronics, then I attack, it's so little, it's not really worth it. She definitely needs, well, they're going to do a whole Phantom rework, so we'll see how that looks in the future. I know they're going to put a panel, so that's going to be interesting. F tier. Phantom BB. Okay, definitely C tier. He's pretty annoying. But sometimes you can't get the good. It's like the garbage one is the temperature, because there's only one temperature character. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, it's random what you get if you successfully attack. But he's like a camera hunt character, so it's pretty annoying. I think that's pretty valuable, in my opinion. Even against good guards, I'll say B tier because of that. Low B tier. He barely makes it. Phantom Foxy. I don't know. He's like borderline D F tier. He's very close. Cause he can snap his finger. He's out. He's out. But he can sometimes attack. I don't know. Guards always check left and right hall, and then middle they'll flash instinctively. I want to say F tier. I don't know. Something tells me F tier. I'll say F tier. He's so he's close. I don't know. He's half and half. I don't know. He's not that good. I mean, it's like Chica, kind of almost. Once he sees you, they're gonna be looking out for you. But with where he attacks, guards check there anyway, so it's like there's not much you can do. If he could attack from the vents or the back hall, that'd be interesting. But yeah. Okay, Phantom, one of the most annoying the annoying character to play as because of the sound, which I don't think they'll fix. I think they're just gonna keep it. Another camera hunt character can really help the puppet. But it's weird because if these guys are both in the game, if they're both spawned, whoever attacks, they both go there. So you kind of have to time it. Honestly, she's kind of better because of the change button. But it requires puppet to be in the game. But I'm going for like best possible combo here. I don't know. I think that's super annoying. The change button, change the prize button effect, or the prize corner, whatever. Music box, whatever you want to call it. Let's say A tier, because that is super annoying. Plus, she can attack, and she's actually annoying. The sound. I feel like that's a bit high, huh? A tier. I think it's strong though. It's strong. Maybe B tier, because Phantom BB, he has a variety of what he can do, versus Phantom Puppet can only take oxygen. So yeah, I don't know. B tier, I guess. Okay, Nightmare Foxy. When I first played guard, I hated this dude. I hated going against him. Now he's Now they made him worse. They did another shadow buff on him. Okay, sorry, I had to make a cut. But when I first played against him, I hated him. Yeah, now they kind of ruined him. You could still get the stun, but it's if the guard flashes you on the stun. So it's like, I think that was backwards. I think he's better without that, because the guard's just not gonna flash. You don't get the stun. I know in the future, maybe in the next update, he'll get rigged and maybe he'll get changed too. We'll see. But so how good is he? If he gets out, he is a menace. He's like A tier. But it requires you to get out, and it's pretty hard to get out, because it's like 18 seconds around there if you attempt to escape. I played with the right people. Say B tier. B tier's fair. I think B's fair. Because even if he has the right combo, I think the guard's gonna watch him. Because if you cannot afford as a guard to let this man escape. This man is who's the equivalent of this guy? Who's like a big threat that's in prison right now? Is it El Chapo? This guy's El Chapo. You cannot let him escape. Now I'm gonna get visited by the cartel because of that. Alright, so next up, Nightmare Bonnie. Solid pick. Solid pick. So left, right halls, flash. After that, you could camp if you want. And even if you get past the guard without your eyes flashed, you can corner cam. Corner cam's pretty big. But it doesn't work on good guards though. But I've gotten some kills with that type of play. I think he's solid, a good solid pressure type of character. Constantly coming at you. Back then he was pretty bad because he went all the way back to the closet on each flash. Now he's in the middle hall or somewhere around there. I think depending on what hall you go to the room farthest of that hall. So I think A tier is pretty fair with him. Jack. So this is the only character that's affected with the fan. Some guards turn the fan on, some don't. You gotta play him like a camper. I don't know. I think they should rework him or something. We'll see. He's pretty solid. Because if you use the fan, I think the fan is not worth it. I think they need to kind of adjust the power on it. Power consumption. Or buff it. Make it lower temperature faster or something. I don't know. Even then, you're really going to waste it on one character. So Jack may change as the updates come and more characters get affected with heat and temperature. I'll say A tier. I think he's solid. Solid kind of. A tier though? Nah, I might put him in B tier actually. Because Nightmare Bonnie's kind of weird. Sometimes he's slowed, and sometimes he's not, I think. And then with Jack, I think he is slowed. I don't know, I might be wrong. Maybe it's a bug. It's like half. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to say B tier, I guess, for now. And then these guys are not added. But for prediction's sake, I want to say she's going to be B or A tier, and then he's going to be... It depends how he plays out. I don't really know. Yeah, I can't say. And we'll kick Nightmare off. I like Nightmare. He's actually, for the whole FNAF franchise, he's like top. He's probably the favorite. I like him. I don't know how he's going to play. I think they did talk about his description, though. His mechanic, but I don't know. Maybe B tier? This guy C, B tier? We'll see. It really depends how they play. Okay, Nightmare Fredbear. Honestly, you may get a kill if the bug happens where his laugh doesn't play. Some say it's not a bug. It depends if a noise is created and it's quiet or it's muffled. But other than that, this guy is not getting a kill. I think he's F tier. Even pressuring, I don't know. I think they've been talking about some additions. They took the one that I talked about, where, you know, in FNAF 4, how his head can spawn behind you or in front of you or in the closet. They may do that. Maybe that can help him. Who knows how good that'll be though. I think you should make him like Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby's like 7 seconds, and she could boom, you're dead. And with his head thing, maybe like 7 seconds, or 4 seconds, make him a huge threat. I don't know. You gotta add something to him because he sucks. But I think he's F tier. Other than the bug or if the guard doesn't hear the laugh, you could get the kill. But other than that, against a good guard, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. It's walking simulator with this dude. Losing simulator. But yeah, please buff him. I like him too. Fun Time Freddy. So now we gotta come to the two newbies. Fun Time Freddy. So he's like a late game character, and they need to fix him because when he's at, even when you get three jump scares with Bonbon at the red line penalty, he is garbage. He is the slowest one out of all these guys. I think I don't know why that happens. So it's not even worth. And Fun Time Freddy can only come from the left and right hall, so it's not even worth it on this dude. Let's go to left and right hall. Just use Bonbon. So the real character should be Bonbon, not Fun Time Freddy. This dude basically does nothing. But with Bonbon, yeah, Bonbon carries this dude. And Bonbon's pretty quick. He's the fastest in the vents. He's small. I'll say A tier. Because how quick he is. He is slowed. But against a good guard. He's like A and B tier. I'm not going to do tiebreakers. Maybe for the top. I don't know. I usually do whoever's closest to the letters, like the best of the tier. There's too many characters. I think I'll say B tier, because even against the good guard, they're gonna expect you. He's close to A though. If they buff him, Fun Time Freddy, maybe he could be good. We'll see. I don't know. We got to see what happens. And the last character, Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby is a solid pick because the guard has to shock and constantly watch you. Even I struggle against her. Good guards. I've seen some. There's good guards, but like the top, they're like that, like it's a fly. But she's a solid pick because you have to shock her. That's gonna waste power. She's gonna keep coming. She's a power waster. Some of these guys are time wasters and power wasters in their way. Same with her. Is she S tier though? She's kind of bugged. Sometimes you just get the kill. It's weird. I think they fixed it though. It hasn't happened recently. But I'll say A tier. She's just constantly there. And she's annoying as hell. I wonder, I feel like after the first time you send her back, she should be slower. Just make her slower. Then do it again, even slower. I think that'd be fair. And kind of cool. Other than that, she just stays the same speed. I don't know why you'd go in the front hall. I know my how-to video, how to play her. I'll say, does it recharge? Does the guard's frontal shock should recharge? And it does after like 3 to 5 seconds, so it doesn't even matter. For now, maybe there may be characters who come from the middle or the same as her, and you have to shock again. Then it maybe matter. But this is it. This is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I already said my predictions. I don't think any of these are gonna be S tier. These guys that haven't been added, we'll see. But who's beyond this? Circus Baby. I want Ballora. I think Ballora would be too easy. She'd be like Nightmare Fredbear probably. Yeah, I'm hyped for Ballora. I want to see Ballora. Nightmare, because I love him. Of course, these guys, because we can see the model, they look cool, and you know they're close, so pretty hyped. Lefty would be interesting. Curious how they're gonna do him. Lefty. Scrap Trap. Yeah, anyone else who's gonna spawn with Scrap Baby, it'd be pretty cool. In the back alley. Trying to think who's from FNAF. Is it FNAF 6? I think it is. I believe. I can't think of who else. Then they're gonna add the fan games after they add everyone here. So, oh wait, no, Nightmarion. I think that's how you say his name. Pretty interested to see how he plays. I love FNAF 4. FNAF 4 is my favorite one. So, kind of all the characters from there would be cool. So, that is it. It's my tier list. Let me know yours in the comments down below. And I will update this. I don't know. Should I do it every update? Or maybe wait after like 3 to 5 new characters? Or like major changes? We'll see. Like 10 character changes or something. 3, 5 characters. We'll see. So this is it. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future videos to come. Peace out.